This is a song that I wrote about breaking down in West Virginia. I was actually going to... Oh my God, it's a long story, but I was living up above this bar in Charleston, West Virginia, a juke joint called the Empty Glass. Really, really, really fun place with lots of great music. But I didn't have much, man. I didn't have much money, and I was partying all the time, and I got this job selling cell phones, and that meant that I could buy a little white truck, a F-150 truck. And so I bought this truck from this guy. It was kind of shady, a buy here, pay here thing, and the car was kind of giving me some trouble. But then this guy came into the cell phone store. He said, "Hey, Matt, are you the famous, world famous Steady Matt?" I said, I mean, I'm Steady Matt, man. I'm definitely not world famous, but maybe on this block, I don't know. And he said, "Well, I'd like to invite you all the way to Mountain Stage to host Mountain Stage at this big festival in Shepherdstown." And I mean, that's like somebody saying, "Hey, do you want to go to the Grand Ole Opry?" Or it was the big break. It was a long time ago, back when I thought I was going to be a star. And I thought this was it. This was the big break that I was going to get, man. I was going to go and I was going to work on Mountain Stage, and I was going to meet everybody and finally get the big break that every cocky 22-year-old musician thinks he deserves, right? We got some helicopters above us, if you can hear them, so I guess they're coming to get us. But anyway, so I get in this little pickup truck, and I think I had like no AAA, no savings, no credit card, nothing. Probably just whatever I'd made hosting open mic night that week, and a couple cases of beer, and I got into this little white pickup truck for a drive all the way to Covington, and not Covington, that wasn't where I was going. I was going up to Shepherdstown. But see, to get to Shepherdstown, you actually have to go down through Greenbrier County and across up to 77 and up the part that John Denver keeps talking about is West Virginia, but it's really Virginia. And so you go up there, and then you finally reconnect at the Panhandle. So it's a real serious journey, especially for a little truck like that. So I'm driving along, and I get to this town. Actually, I get to this smell. There's this smell. It's a really bad smell. I don't know if you ever smelled a paper mill, but it smells like an old bag of popcorn farted, man. And it's just really everywhere in the air. So the smell is just getting to me. And then my tranny started slipping near this VA town, about a third the way from Charleston to Shepherdstown. I pulled over at the exit as my engine stalled, and a cop stopped to help me. I said, "What's this town called?" He said, "Covington, but the locals call it Nothington. Just stay home and get drunkington, and boy, I hope you get home." So I got myself a room and I got a few beers. Man, I'd have up and left that town if I could just shift gears. No credit card, no rental, this ain't looking good. Mister, I don't need AAA, is greasy under the hood in Covington. Show this man a little Lovington. I'm broke down, I've had enoughington, and I just wanna go home. So that's actually where the song ends. It's a very short song, but just to complete the story, you know. So I got on the phone. I called my dad. I said, "Dad, my truck broke down and I'm in this hotel room and I just don't know what to do, man. You know, I've got like Domino's pizza grease all over my fingers and I'm half drunk. I'm never gonna make anything out of myself." And my dad was just like, "You gotta get there, man. If I was you, I would hitchhike up there, man. I would hail a taxi. I'd steal a damn car and get to that big break." And I said, "But Dad, I'm not you. I'm not you, because, you know, you're just my dad, and that means that I'm not you, okay? I don't know what to say about that. I just can't do anything. I just want to sit and be miserable and write this song and then go laugh about it a few years later on some live stream when I'm hanging out with my mom in Florida." And Dad looked at me and said, "You can't possibly have said that because that means you would already know what happened in the future." And I said, "Dad, you don't know anything about me." And then Dad said, "Are you going to go to this thing or not?" And I said, "No." So now I'm back up at that bar and I still ain't got no ride, waiting for some big break to take me from where the hole I hide. But there's a fridge and a house and a cooler full of beer. Well, I guess I got plans, I'll stick it here. Not in Covington, I guess they didn't call it Thrillington. Said all we got's a paper Millington. And boy, I hope you get home. And boy, I hope you get home. And boy, I hope you get home. That's a lot of what I hope the show's about. That was an awful lot of fun. Is to have spontaneous things like
Purple
that.
Party.
And then
And I said,
and then
well, we should definitely
and then to put them on there. Yes, my dad was a hell of a guy.
You gotta
In fact,
slow down
we
and
tell,
just
I
take
should
it
tell
easy
you
and be
something
single
about
for
my
a while.
dad. I don't know. Like my dad was. Did I get home? Yeah, I can finish that story if you wonder what happened to me. Well, what happened is actually I got off the phone with my dad. And then I actually, back in those days, it was easy to sort of counterfeit things and sort of fraudulently do things. And I think somehow we sort of faked that somebody else was there, and I used their AAA card to tow my truck. Like, honestly, I think it was like almost 150 miles. It was like somebody had like gold AAA. They had like platinum. They had like the AAA where it's like the black card and it's like thick and heavy and you set it down, man. It was like one of those ones where you can go a long way, man.